Good morning, students. In last class, we discussed various uh, key constraints, and today in this class, I want to discuss various inbuilt functions called as numeric functions, integer functions, and string functions, and date functions. Okay, so based upon these inline functions, so we can easily understand a single database functions. These are the single database functions, and in these functions will not take any type of database. Just you take a basic database called as dual. Okay, so in this session I want to discuss various built-in functions. So okay, those functions are we will discuss now. So okay, so first one is absolute function. Okay, so this is an absolute function. So the syntax here is abs of m. Okay, so we will use select abs syntax of m from. Okay, so there is no, I said previously, there is no database here, so that we can use a function, a keyword called as dual. Dual means there is no database, so that the execution of your function has to be processed. Okay, so this is the meaning for dual. There is no particular database, so that we have to retrieve from the database. Like what is the database is nothing but your whatever the execution of your software, that is nothing but a dual. Okay, so the m should be an integer. Okay, if I say this is a 20, okay, select 20 from dual. Okay, so that if you run this execution, it will give 20 absolute value. This is called as abs, means absolute value. Okay, so if you give the negative value, okay, so if we give the negative value, what happens means it will give the positive result only. Whatever you are giving result, it should be positive. Okay, see, so the absolute of minus 20 is output is 20. Okay, so we have to copy all these commands so that we can execute based upon the required function. Okay, okay, this is the syntax. Okay, next, if I want to know the mod value, okay, mod value, so we can represent that mod is already, you know, that mod consists of an coefficient and what we call what so we have the dividend and divisor. Okay, so we will get a coefficient and divisor, we will get a dividend. Okay, so that if you use, you know, that mod of 10 comma 5, so the result always is 5, the dividend value is 0. Okay, so 0. If I give mod 10 comma 3 means the result is 1. So this is the one. Okay, I hope you understand the two commands or the two functions. Okay, and third function is already, you know, that power function. So 2 power 3, 2 power 4. Okay, already you know that power function. Similarly, we have one what we call one suffix and suffix value and prefix value. Okay, so that exponent value and value. Okay, 3 power 2, how much? Already this is simple lab cycle. So what do you mean? 9, 3 comma 2 is 9. Okay, already if is 5 to 5 comma 2 means it is 5 square, automatically 25. Okay, next again, if I want to get a round value, okay, round is nothing but if you want to take the only two values, that is it is used when there is any particular after integer values. Okay, so if I am saying only you have to take two values from the decimal point, so that we use round value. Okay, so syntax, and it takes only two values. So already it is 28, so the next value is 7, so default it takes 29. You are saying that two values. If you say three values, so three values means it takes 2, 8, 7. Next value is 4. It is less than 5 means automatically what happens? It is the output is 287 only. If it is above 5 means 288. Okay, 287. Okay, next. I hope you understand. Next one is what we call as, already we complete this one, and next one is seal value. Okay, or the square root value. Next one is square root value. If you execute this square root value, square root of 3.7, square root of 3.767, we get the value. If you give square root of 25, square root of 25, so we get a value of 5. Okay, 5. I hope you understand, right? So we have absolute function, mod function, power function, round function, next square root function. We have so many. We will discuss all we know in this session. Next, already you know the seal and floor. That is smallest integer greater than or equal to particular n value. Okay, smallest integer. Okay, seal of n. Seal of n means we will discuss. So we say that what, that is a seal of n is a smallest integer, which is greater than or equal to n. Okay, see what is, so seal of 25. So 25 point something 6 is 26. Okay, it takes above only the values. Okay, if it is 26.2, so the output will be 25. Okay, 25. So above whatever the value, whatever the value we have above the point value, it takes a value. Okay, if it is 1 means the seal value default, it acts as a round value, 26. Now you say if you use floor instead of using the seal, you are taking the floor. Okay, so that whatever the value above the after the decimal value should be not considered. Okay, see, this is 25 only. If it is above 25.7 also, okay, it shows only 25. I hope you understand the difference between seal and floor. If you are taking the seal means the value should be above, greater than, above the decimal value. Okay, already that was what that is we discussed. It is the small, if it is a seal means smallest integer greater than or equal to n. If it is floor means greatest integer smaller than or equal to n. I hope you understand the concepts of what we call numeric functions. We have so many numeric functions are available, but we just take the only 5 functions called as 5 or 6 functions we can present. Floor and seal. You can take the tan value, you can take the cosine value, all will be okay. If you take the what we call uh, tan, cot, cos, and expression logarithms, all will be available in your numeric functions. Okay, if I say sine of n, okay, so you should be present sine angles. Okay, sine 0, sine 40, 5, sine 30. Okay, all will be executed. Okay, so this is the sine 45 value. I hope you understand. Sine 90, sine 90 actually 1. Okay, above the taken value. Sine 0, sine 0 is 0. Okay, next. I think you understand the various what we call particular numeric commands. If now in this next, after completion of this, we are taking string functions. So we will give the input as in previously all these, the inputs are integers only. If we are giving any particular integers as an input, then it is treated as what it is treated as string function. Select S from dual. In some case, if there is no dual means also it executes. Actually, these statements will execute like this. Okay, it asking keyword. If you are this is not available, see we'll check once. Yes, various software. So all are asking keyword so that we can assigning from keyword. Okay. Okay. Next, select init s from here. That is, if I want to use what my name, Sun. So already it is a Sun. Okay. Now in this case, the init cap means the initial letter of your string should be capital letter. That is the function of this one. This is so select init cap Sunny from dual. That is initial capital letter. That is Sunny. In this Sunny, first letter is capital S is displayed. Okay, this is the first string function in your what we call that in your built-in functions. Next again, if I want to use same syntax, all we will have this one only control V, control V, control. If I say lower, this is the lower case. Okay. If I am giving as capital letters S here and Y, so if you execute this particular statement, then all letters in the this is a what we call lowercase. If you want to say this one as upper, now you execute this command, automatically the output will be in capital letters. Okay. Next concatenation. Okay, concatenation means you have to take two values. Okay, you have to take two values for concatenating two values, s1 comma s2. So if you take hi, this is DBMS, all should be represented in a single quotation because you are saying that this is a string functions. Okay, hi DBMS. Now you are concatenating these two values. Then result will high DBMS. Okay. Next coming to LPAD. So LPAD is nothing but you have to pad some values. Before padding is a concept where we are add some values before and after of your values. For example, if I say same syntax, if you say L pad, pad is a padding of your values. L means left. So if you are saying that hi followed by DBMS, I followed by DBMS, I followed by DBMS, DBMS. Okay. Next, and how many values we have to add? It should be represent values automatically represent in string integer values. Okay. My practices. You say this one within particular values. Okay, now you execute this one using right process. So that we have to give okay the syntax will be okay. If you take this one here, if you have to put this one like this, now you execute this one using right process. is saying missing right parenthesis. Okay. Okay, sorry. I, I input a comma for each values. Now see. Okay. See. LPAD. Only you are taking 3 values. I. Okay. If you are saying 4, 5. Now see. See. I. Only DBI. You are adding DB to high. You are padding. High is a 3 words. You are padding. So if you take star, now you can understand this concept. Execute this. Okay, the missing expression. So automatically you have to give a integer. 6. Okay. Next, if you take here, instead of taking here, you see this one. So, now what happens? So this is the invalid. So it should be placed in between of these two. Okay, I hope you understand. Next, you take the R pad. R pad. If you are saying that R pad, if you are giving only okay, only the 5 values. Okay, see what happens. Execute this command. So I ref first is the I right side. You are appending these two values. Next, L means left. You are placing left. Okay, you are taking high. 3 values are padding these values. Okay, I hope you understand the concept. Coming to this one, and if you are taking the L trim means see, select L trim. So these are executed now. Select L trim from dual. So select L trim from dual means so trimming the particular if this is the key value or this is the string, I want to trim the left value. Left I am trimming the particular value called S1. So that the execution of this one is so SUN. So already NL means N is missing. Okay. So the result is Y. Okay. This is that. So the reverse is R. If I want to remove NY, so the output is SU, as you know that SU. So already NY is removed. Next, you are taking the another string function called substring. So the substring starts from I want this is only L trim and R trim are removing left side and right side. If I want to middle of the data, if I want to take the middle of the data, then you use a string called as substring. So that this is the string starting position and ending position. Okay. So if you run this one, so you get this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 position. So the output is SUN. Okay, next if I want to count the length of total string, so this is a okay. Select length. Okay, so you get total 5. Now you are now you want to. This is a trimming. You know understand the trimming of L trim and R trim and substring. If you want to uh, if you want to replace a particular string with another string, okay, then you use a particular keyword called as replace. So that in SUN and Y, so I want to take a data of SUN in your string and I want to replace that particular string data by another string value called KHID. So if you use this command, so SUN will be removed and KHID will be added here so that KHID another. Okay, this is KHID. Okay, This is next. So initial, this INSTR is nothing, is a process of, we can call as INSTR, that is a initial string. Okay, this function searches for a substring in a string and it returns the position of a substring in a string. So if you are taking a particular substring in a string, okay, so this is the string. Okay, this is the string. So before going to start this discussion with this one, so this is a string. You want to start the position is. Okay, so is in a particular string and position of the particular string. You are taking a string and position of the string and taking the searching of the string and taking the position of the string. So simply we can say that substring in a string and returns the position of a substring. Okay, substring in a string and returns the position of a your string. Okay, so this is the command select initial string, initial string. Okay, init cap means initial capital, init string means initial string. Okay, this is a playlist. I want to check the only is, that is a string. This is a string in the substring is where the position lies, is where the position lies. Okay, you can say like this from below. So is position where, so initial is, so 1 to is, this is the initial position. Okay, if I want to, if there is another is here, if there is another is, so you want to skip this is and you have to place this is. So starting with 1 2 3 4 5, so that we use 1 2. One is the starting has to omit and second is has to take it. This first is has to omit and second has to take it. Okay, this is the syntax. So 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6 is. So occurrence of substring of your string in your position starts with second. Omit first. If you say omit 1 and check the 3, so there is another is. Okay, so if you execute this one, there will be, it takes this is, this is. So omitting 1 and taking the third is. Okay, if we, this is the omitting case, this first index is the omitting case and the second index is the taking case. Okay, so initially in this session we studied various numeric commands, various string commands. So string commands are upper, lower, concat, rpad, lpad, next rtrim, ltrim. Okay, next length, substring, replace and initial string. Okay, so in this section we complete all the various syntaxes. Okay, already you have various functions. Already in this last class we discussed another functions called as aggregate functions. So aggregate functions are various functions where you use to sum of all your columns. Okay, next if you take the character functions and date and time functions, we will discuss all with this session. We have only see this one. Next, if I want to use, character functions like this, so select to underscore char. To underscore character means you are converting your month, date, and year as characters. Okay, from the, okay, you will execute this. State means your current date. This date means your current date. Okay, so September 9 2020. September is the month, 9 is the date, 2020 is the year. Okay, next if I want to check the particular what we call time. Okay, this is the which function, showing the date function, and this is the time function. Okay, 11 20 25 p.m. Okay, so This is the other session for understanding, okay, your next day. You have the next day, past day, and current day. All will be we will discuss. Okay, we have the next day. So this date Friday. Okay, when the Friday comes means 11 September. I hope you understand the 11th is the what we call Friday. Next day of your system. Friday is 10th. Okay. So, okay, Friday is the 10th, and the next day is your particular what we call and last day of. So this is the last day. Okay. So select last day, add months, this date, comma month. We are adding 1 month. Okay, adding months. We are adding days. We are adding months. You are adding months. You are adding months. This is date, comma one. This is the next month. Comma one means next month. In next month, this date means current date. Comma one means next. That one is add month. You are adding 1 month next. So on that, in next month, last day consists of 31st October. Okay, if you are saying two, okay, so that is November. Okay, the last day will be 30 November. Okay, last day add months. Okay, next days. Days what? If you there is a command, if there is command is we check that one. Add days. If possible, we'll see. Is not say the particular format called as add days. Okay, we have only we have given particular command greatest. We have the another command called as greatest. Okay, see this one. We will compare which one is the biggest and which one is the smallest. Okay, among various dates. So which date is the greatest? Okay. Check whether it execute or not. Okay. So we gave a date called as January 1920, 2000 month date. Okay. Another date called as September. Another date called Spring. Which is the you are saying the greatest. Greatest of among three is this one. Okay. This is the greatest. Okay. If you say the lowest, similarly say the lowest. Now there is no lowest. Only there is a greatest command. Okay, I hope you understand the concepts of various string functions, conversion functions, and numeric functions and aggregate functions. Okay, I hope you understand the concepts, and we will next class we will discuss about various foreign key. If you understand the foreign key constraint, that is connections between two or more tables, so you can easily understand how the queries will be executed. So we complete the third lab cycle of all the operators that we will discuss in our lab cycles. Okay, so from next week onwards we will discuss third unit. Okay, thank you so much.